So welcome back to our economics class session number 1 today. Okay, so bad luck, only one class is there. Okay, so I want to complete two sums today. Okay, so please cooperate with me. So come back to your textbook, just open your textbook, it is page number okay, so page number 83. So today we completed standard deviation, step deviation method. The last one we discussed here. There are two methods are there. We observed both and we completed the application of those two questions, example number 11 and example number 12. Okay. So last and final comment for the standard deviation. Standard deviation is not independent of scale. Thus, if the values or deviations are divided by a common factor, the value of the common factor is used in the formula to get the value of standard deviation. So, we already know that we want to divide the entire values with the common factor there, all right? The value of the common factor is used in the formula to get the value of standard deviation. That's what the method we utilized here. Okay, so come back. Next page, page number 84, standard deviation in continuous frequency distribution. Continuous frequency distribution. So in the first examples, we know to use this continuous series methods there. And here we are going to study about the standard deviation for a continuous frequency distribution. Continuous frequency distribution. Like ungrouped data, first step or first understanding, it is related with the ungrouped data. Now it is a grouped one, right? Standard deviation can be calculated for the grouped data by any of the following methods. Okay, so actual mean method, assumed mean method, or step deviation methods are the three methods we are using to find out the standard deviation of group data, of a group data. So come back, for ungrouped data we used four methods. What are they? Okay, see here, that is actual mean method, assumed mean method, direct method, step deviation method, step deviation method. Coming to here, we are missing one. Okay, what we are missing here? Direct one, right? Actual mean is here, assumed mean is here, step deviation method also is here for the grouped data, Okay, so we are going for the example here. Example number 13, example number 13. Hope the screen is visible. Okay, example number 13. Okay, here, actual mean method. First, we are going for the actual mean method. So already we know that the equation to find out the actual means, that means x bar is equal to sigma fm divided by sigma f. Okay, this is the equation to find out the actual mean. Okay, actual mean is x bar equal to sigma fm divided by sigma f. Okay, so the question is here. The class interval, example 13. Just observe the example 13. Okay, class interval is provided, frequency also provided in the question there. So question only we are able to find the class interval and the frequencies. Okay, so it is starting from 10, 20, 20, 30. Observe very clearly. 30, 50, 50, 70, 70 and 80. The frequencies are as follows: 5, 8, 16, 8, 3. 8 and 3. Okay, the sigma f is 40. Sigma f is 40. 5 plus 8 plus 16 plus 8 plus 3. Okay, clear or not? They are correct? Okay, 5 plus 8 plus 16 plus 8 plus 3 is equal to 40, right? No error in that. Next one, we want to find out the midpoint. So we got a class interval here in the question, frequency also in the question. Next step, we want to find out the midpoint of the class interval. So 10 plus 30 divided by 2. 10 plus 30 divided by 2, answer is 15. 30 divided by 2, 15. 50 divided by 2, I mean 20 plus 30, 50 divided by 2, 25. 30 plus 50, that is 80 divided by 2, 40. 50 plus 70, 120 divided by 2, 60. That are the midpoints. 70 plus 80, 150 divided by 2, 75. So midpoints also we find the midpoints here. Now Fm, F into M. Okay, midpoint into, or we want to multiply the frequency with the midpoint. Next step, FM. Okay, fourth one, FM. What is that FM here? 5 into 15, 75. 8 into 25, 200. Next one, 16 into 40, 640. 8 into 60, 480, 480. Next one, 3 into 75, 225. Next one, next step, sigma FM, sigma FM. 75 plus 200 plus 640 plus 480 plus 225, we got a sigma FM here, that is 1620. So applying these figures to find out the actual mean, x bar is equal to sigma FM. Okay, that is a 1620 divided by sigma f, that is 40. Sigma f is a 40. Sigma f is 40. So applied 40. The answer is a 40.5. 40.5. Clear? Got the idea? Okay. Next one, want to find out the deviation D. Clear? Want to find out the deviation here. So deviation, actual mean minus. Okay. Clear or not? Want to reduce the FM from the actual mean, right? So 40.5 minus 75, answer is 25.5. Clear? Sorry, 15. Okay. 15 minus 40.5, it is 25.5. 25 minus 40.5, it is 15.5. I mean, minus figures are here. 40 minus 40, minus 0.5. Okay, 60 minus 40 plus 19.5. I mean, 40.5, 40.5. Observe here. Next one, 75 minus 40.5 plus 34.5. So this is what the D here. Minus negative 25.5, minus 15.5, minus 0.5, 19.5, 34.5. These are the deviation from the midpoint. So to get the D, we want to find out the difference between the actual mean and the midpoint. So midpoint first minus the actual mean, that is 40.5. Okay, so we got a negative symbol, 25.5. Clear? Minus 25.5. Likewise, 25 minus 40.5. Answer is negative 15.5. Okay, that clear? How to calculate the D, deviation. Next one, F into D. Next step, F into D. Okay, so F is here, frequency is here. Frequency should be multiplied with the deviation, D. Clear? So 5 into negative 25.5, the answer is 127.5. Okay, then if you are completing, so we will get all these answers like negative minus 127.5, minus 124.0, minus 8, 156.0, 103.5. These are the answers. Okay, calculating all together, sigma f d is equal to 0. Okay, next one, what is it? FD square. Okay, so F into D, its square root we have to find out here. Clear? So negative 127.5 multiplied by negative 127.5, we got the answer here, 3251.25. Clear? Got the idea? This is the method to find out the FD square. Okay, like that. Minus 124 multiplied by minus 124. Okay, we got 1922. Clear? Minus 8, that's the root is 4 here. Sorry, square is 4. Next one, 156, 3042, 103.5, 3570.75. Next one, sigma FD square. Okay, so calculating all these numbers together, got sigma FD square. So, these calculations are clear? Anjo, Hanna, Muhammad Irfan, Anila, Atul, Anat, Sarath, turn on your cameras, please. Hope these calculations are clear for you. Yes or no? Any troubles are there? You know the steps now, right? One more time repeating. Okay, first, class interval will be there in the question. Frequency also is there in the question. Okay, next one, we want to find out the midpoints of the frequency. Find it out. And the F into M. Okay, frequency should be multiplied with the midpoint. We got it. And want to find out the actual mean. Right or not? So actual mean, X bar is equal to sigma F1 divided by sigma F. So 1620 divided by 40, we got 40.5, and we want to find out the deviation, next step. Okay, so mean, midpoint minus the mean, midpoint minus mean. So here it is mean is 15 minus 40.5, sorry, midpoint is 15 minus the mean, that is 40.5, answer is minus 25.5, those figures. Okay, clear? Next step, F into D, frequency into, okay, frequency should be multiplied with the deviation, D. Clear? So these figures, FD. Next one, FD square. Okay, FD into FD, I mean negative, I mean minus 127.5 into minus 127.5. Okay, so that's what FD square. Final step, want to find out sigma FD square. Sigma FD square, calculate, I mean add all these numbers together, we will get that number 11790, 11790. Clear? So want to find out these values first. So this is the step that related with the standard deviation continuous frequency distribution for grouped data. For a group data, three methods are there: actual mean method, assumed mean method, step deviation method. So this is what the actual mean method. The first thing is want to find out the actual mean. Actual mean. So we did it. Next one, we are going to find out the steps here. Okay, how many steps are there here? 4 steps are mentioned. Okay, calculate the mean of the distribution. First of all, completed that. Next one, calculate the deviation of mid values from the mean so that D is equal to M minus X. Clear? So we did it. Okay, so D is equal to, always that is equal to, okay, D is equal to M. Here M is the midpoint. M is the midpoint. Okay, M is the midpoint. M minus X bar, the mean. X bar is the mean. M minus X bar. Okay, that's what the equation to find out the D deviation. Okay, that's what the column 5 here we can see. Next one, multiply the deviation with their corresponding frequencies to get a FD value, not sigma FD is equal to 0. Always it will be. Okay. Next one, calculate FD square. Did it? Values by multiplying FD values with the D. Okay. Column 7, and the sum of this is to get a sigma FD square. We got it, sigma FD square. Sigma FD square. Okay. Now want to apply these digits, these numbers in this equation. So we are able to find the equation here. What is the equation? What is the equation here? So frequency distribution, sorry, continuous frequency distribution. In that distribution, if you want to find out the standard deviation through the actual mean method, the equation is sigma is equal to root of sigma FD square divided by n. Sigma FD square divided by n. So we got the number here. We know that what is the sigma FD square here? That is 11790. Applied that divided by n number, that is 40. The frequency altogether, sigma F it is 40. The number is also 40. So we got the answer 17.168. Idea clear? So already we completed these methods, right or not? Is it okay for you? Is it okay for you? Are you able to do it? Okay, now I will give you an example for you. I mean, this classwork, just do it. Okay, so write down 0, 10, 10, 20, 20, 30, 30, 40. And last one 40, 50. 25, 15, 10. Okay, 15, 10. Class interval, frequency. Okay, come on, complete it. Got the question? Class interval, it is 0, 10, 10, 20, 20, 30, 30, 40, 40, 50. Frequencies are 10, 15, 25, 15, and 10. Do it fast. And tell me the answer. Everyone, please turn on your camera. Anju, Mohammed Irfan, Anila, Shubham, Sharad, Anil Kumar, Abdul, turn on your cameras. Come on, do it. Come on, guess. Okay, should you receive that answer? Now repeating the steps here. First of all, want to find out the midpoint of the class. Then go for actual mean, sigma fm divided by sigma f. Then fm. Then d. Actual mean, I mean midpoint minus the actual mean. That's what the d here. Deviation. Fd. F into d. Frequency into d. Frequency into multiply by the deviation and its square and its square. Come on first. So mean, the answer that's sent by different people, it is correct. Mean is correct. Now the variance, standard deviation. Question, sir. So should I correct that? So calculation error, is there a calculation error? Aparna, it is not MD, SD. Standard deviation. Aparna, your answer is correct.
Yes, sir.
So everyone, please make sure your answer is correct. Send me the answer, let me check it. Make it fast. So write your homework for tomorrow. Show homework. Same method, actual mean method. Okay, actual mean method. Actual mean method. Second question. Second question. Okay, Levina, answer is correct. Okay, I want to finish one more method today. So everyone, complete that task as a homework along with these two homeworks. Just write down the questions. Just note down the questions first. First homework, class interval, 15-25, frequencies 20, 25-35, frequencies 25, 35-45, frequencies 30, 45-55, frequencies 15, 55-65, frequencies 10. Second homework, 10-20, frequency 12, 20-30, frequency 14, 30-40, frequency is 18, 40-50, frequency is 10, 50-60, frequency is 8. Okay, hope you wrote that. Okay, completed? Okay, next one, assumed mean method. Assumed mean method. First step we completed, actual mean method. Now we are moving forward with the assumed mean method. Okay, for a grouped data. Okay, clear. For the values in example 13, 30, Standard deviation can be calculated by taking deviation from the assumed mean. Okay, so you can see the same data set, same data. Class interval is the same, frequency also same, but we are only taking the assumed mean. So here we are taking a mean as it is number 40 or almost the mid value here. Okay, I mean the midpoint, not the midpoint, mid value here. Okay, for the midpoint we can see that 15, 25, 40, 60 and 75. So the mid value is 40, so we are taking that one as the assumed mean. Okay, so steps are here. First of all, we want to calculate the midpoint. Okay, class interval is provided, frequency also provided. Now we want to calculate the midpoint. There is no change in the midpoint because the same data. Clear? D also, check the D. So it is 40 here. Okay. Before the actual mean it is 40.5. The assumed mean is only 40. Only 40. Clear? So we can rewrite like this. The deviation is D is equal to, you can see the equation here, M minus X. Right. Okay. So here instead of this X bar, we are using A, assumed mean. Clear? Actual mean we are using X bar, but coming to assumed mean we are using capital A to denote that. So here D is equal to M minus the assumed mean. M minus assumed mean. So you can see here M, here it is M is 15 minus the number assumed mean is 40. So 15 minus 40. Next one, 25 minus 40. Okay, follows. So we got minus 25, minus 15, 0, 20, 35. Next one, F into D. Frequency is here, D is the deviation. So 5 into 25, I mean negative 25. So we go to negative 125. Then FD we want to find. FD square. FD you got FD square 125 minus 125 into minus 125 and says 3124. 3124. Clear? Understanding or not? They're clear or not? Okay, no difference here. So one step we excluded here. One step excluded, that only. We don't want to find FM here. No need to find the FM. Okay, so that step is excluded. Clear? Calculate the midpoints of classes. First step. Calculate the deviation of the midpoints from the assumed mean, such as D is equal to M minus A. We got it as 40. Okay, mean is 40 here. So we got this number, D deviation. Next one, multiply FD values, D into F into D. Okay, so we got that. Then FD sigma FD square. Calculate all these values together. You got a 11800. Sigma FD is 20. Okay, sigma FD is 20. Sigma FD square is 11800. Okay, moving forward to the equation. So the equation is here for assumed mean. Sigma is equal to root of sigma FD square divided by N minus sigma FD divided by N all square. Okay, apply these numbers. 11800 divided by 40 minus 20 divided by 40 whole square. So the answer is 17.168. The same. Okay. Clear? The steps are clear? Steps are clear or not? Only one difference. What is that? That is actual mean. Here it is just a assumed mean. Assumed mean. We are assuming that that number is the mean, almost the mid number. I mean the mid value. Clear? Okay. So assumed mean, that is A. So go for a simple homework. Not the homework. Now itself you can do it. 0, 10, 10, 20, 20, 30, 30, 40, 40, 50, 15, 10, 25, 15, and 10. Frequency CA, class interval. Come on, do it. Okay, so this is the assumed mean method. Write two more homeworks. Assumed mean. Assumed mean method, question number 1. Question number 2, assumed mean only. Class interval. Two homeworks. Okay, let me check Aishwarya. So write down these homeworks for tomorrow. Okay, completed. Okay, so time to end up the class. Aishwarya, fast. Come on, come on. We can do it. Make it. And she made it. Okay, everyone, just copy the question. Copy the question. Okay, thank you everyone. We'll meet in the next session.